on a 19-0 run there in the first quarter. Was it a little slow getting started, or what do you think it was there?
I think we just came out, with a different mindset. We came out slow the other day, so I think we just want to come out and play hard and, just get the W.
How'd you feel today? And it looked like you got it. I mean, everybody scored. Was that kind of a cool thing?
Oh, yeah, it's always fun when everybody score. Everybody gets to put the ball in the hole. It makes basketball fun. We like to celebrate each other and celebrate the success that everybody has. This is a fun team. And what's so special about this team is that on any given night, it can be anybody's night.
Aijha, how'd you feel? And as Sarah pointed out, 5 assists. I mean, point forward, right?
No.
Yes.
I felt good. Just to get back out there again. Felt like we was just back out there 24 hours prior, but it felt good to be back out there and just playing.
Sarah, it seemed like you guys got some contributions from some of the other guards tonight. Jana, specifically, kind of what did you see from them and just the depth that you guys have in that position?
I think these have been 2 great games that we've played. This gave everybody a chance, to build some confidence going into the next few games, knowing that we have so much depth that we can go into on our bench. So I think that's what's so special about this team. I like watching everybody grow. I think it's going to be a special year. Teams can't guard us like they used to because we have so many different weapons that you got to pick your poison.
Aijha, as you kind of string together a few good performances here, I guess, how good does it feel to kind of knock some of that rust off and get back into somewhat of a rhythm?
Yeah, it feels amazing. First game was really rough, but it feels good just getting back into that rhythm, getting back to who Aijha was, and just playing with my teammates. I mean, it helps a lot. You got amazing talent around you, so it just helps uplift you.
Aijha, what kind of role do you think you need to take in the games going forward? Kind of like you said, you're getting back into that groove. How big do you think you need to be on the court for this team to succeed?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think I need to uplift my leadership role and assist Sarah doing that. She takes on that role a lot, but I can do that more. I can definitely use my voice more and just do that more, honestly.
Using your voice so much you're losing it?
Yeah,
It's a little raspy. I didn't want to be the one to say it. But
Okay, Sarah.
my bad, PG.
Sarah, obviously the last game helps with your offensive output kind of as a team, but it seems like offense hasn't been an issue for you all this season. I know the defense is important, but how important is it to stay consistent offensively and just keep putting up consistent numbers like this?
I think we got to be consistent. I think first, we gotta know our plays. That's a big part of it. We can pick people apart in many different ways. People are gonna watch film on us, so it's not about us shooting the first shot that comes open. It's about us swinging the ball because everybody is an offensive threat. The game is fun when we move the ball. Like that's beautiful basketball when we move the ball and one more, and we get it's go from good to great and get a great shot. It's fun. I think a lot of our offense does come from our defense, though. I think that's the area that we do really have to lock in and focus on is defense because we know we can score the ball. It's about getting stops on the other end.
Sarah, kind of going along on that defense to offense thought, Aijha had 3 steals and the team high 16 points. How crucial is she that just kind of, it's almost like when you come off the court, she just steps right in?
Aijha's a big guard. She rebounds. She does it all. One thing I can say, if she's going downhill, she's going to put the ball in the hole. That's what I love about her. She comes off the bench, and she's that spark. She just plays hard. She's somebody that loves basketball. You want her on your team. She's a fun guard to play with.
Let me tell you something about Sarah real
I'm going
quick.
to give Aijha 24 next game because she PG.
Let me tell you something about Sarah real quick. I call her Allen Iverson. What do I call you?
I don't know. You tell her. You tell her.
I don't know. Don't y'all think she play like Allen Iverson? No? Y'all can't respond to
You
that.
heard the crickets?
I think she plays like Allen Iverson. But who do you think I play like?
It's not bad.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm cool with playing Aijha. I think they want us to get out. I think we'll come back on the next team so I can tell y'all who Aijha play like.
Yeah, 5-0 is good. Everyone got to play quite a few minutes over the weekend, so I think that was a good thing. I thought we could have been better today, but I also think it's hard when you come off a game like we did on Friday where the pace They wanted to shoot as quickly as we did, to the pace being really slowed down to the point where you got to guard one side to the other, and then they're going to back cut you, and then they're going to pin down, and the pattern was pretty much the same the whole time, but so often you were defending for 18 to 25 seconds, and because of that, you get lulled into that, and so when you go down and you take a quick shot, and then you defend for 18, 20 seconds, and then they get an easy shot off at the end. It's kind of deflating. But I thought they executed some of their stuff really, really well and got us on some back cuts. But we got better as the game went along. We need a lot of work on our 2-3 zone, which we showed there in the fourth. But they also were pretty unorthodox in their zone attack in terms of our bumps, and they were constantly 5 out. Which leaves your center kind of confused who to guard. But yeah, we're 5-0, and we've got a chance to go on the road and play against a really, really good SMU team.
Coach, Aijha had a really pretty standout day on kind of both sides of the ball. What did you see from her, and why is she so special, kind of that defense and offense kind of level?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm the beauty of defensive decisions are, like, you look at the steals and some of the plays she made. I'm looking at the time she lost sight of her girl and got back cut 2 times in a row, and so I took her out. Aijha is an incredible offensive player, and she's a very, very coachable kid, and that's the thing I love about her the most. She wants to be great. And not every kid wants to be great. Not every kid wants to be coached. And she does. And she makes mistakes, but she's discouraged when she makes them. And I think as an offensive weapon, I mean, she's so fun for me to put in downhill space. When I can get her off a high ball screen, when I can get her in a pitch action, if I can get her in an isolation on the baseline, she's so good at squaring her shoulders and drawing fouls, at squaring her shoulders and getting 3-point plays, and we'll drop it too. Like, she's not a black hole. She's not selfish off the bounce. Sometimes she gets super deep and it becomes hard to make passing decisions, but I think she's going to continue to get better at that end. Proud of her free throws today and the shot selection. Her shot selection was really, really good today. Just got to get her to be consistently disciplined at the defensive end. But yeah, I thought offensively she was fantastic.
Nicki, obviously, I don't know if she can play this many minutes the whole year, but Jana, just the way she's played these last couple of games, and maybe has she, earned some more? I mean, she's never played this many minutes.
Yeah, she in some ways, yes. I think where Jana's growth is going to come. These were games where she's really, really good in the open floor. When things are unfolding in front of her, and she can read numbers, 5-on-4, 3-on-2, always been a good shooter. It's good to see her see the ball go through the net because, she took good shots last year and statistically, didn't shoot it very well, but is a very capable 3-point shooter. So I'm super happy for her. That the ball's going through the basket. But those minutes are going to be earned when there's physical pressure and she's having to make decisions under duress. There's a huge difference between a team that's sloughing off like they were. One of Jana's best games last year was our conference tournament game against Iowa State, and they were in a triangle and 2 and were sloughing off, and she was making good reads on slips. So she does a really good job when she has time and space to make reads. When she's being pressured really, really hard, that changes that dynamic. So did she play well? Yes. Do I trust Jana? Yes. Will she have to prove that she can do that with a Bradley or a Jones or a TK Pitts Gardner against SMU? That'll be a little bit different. They'll be in our grill. They'll be trying to take the next pass away. So I think those are different, scenarios. We haven't played anyone probably yet that played a lot of physical pressure, maybe Harvard a little bit. But I think SMU will get into us.
How excited or how good is it to kind of get out of the friendly confines of Farrell Center and go try something new this year?
I don't know if it's good, but I think it's part of the game. It's part of your growth. Can you prove that you can be focused on the road and be road warriors? Oftentimes playing at home, players are more distracted versus when you get them in a hotel room and they're super focused on game plan and execution, and you eliminate all the other stuff that's going on. So it can be a super good thing for a team, both from a team bonding perspective and just a preparation perspective. But just getting comfortable playing somewhere else. So I think it's another challenge, but it's one I think this team is ready for, and we need to prove that we can go win on the road.
You talked about the defense a little bit, and I don't know if that was the zone that y'all were in to start the third quarter, but they hit their first 7 shots, and they were turning it over. So
Yeah, that was not. That definitely was not our zone yet. I thought that once again, some of those shots were tough. The shot clock was running down, then they were going one-on-one and hitting pull-ups over us. But they did. I definitely know they scored on their first 3 because it was like 9-7 at that first timeout, and so we were scoring, but we weren't getting stops, and so. Yeah, they made some plays. They made some shots. The zone you saw was all fourth quarter. We're only in zone on baseline out of bounds the rest of the game. So far, at least this season.
it was Dre just hard to get in a rhythm because foul trouble and everything.
Yeah, I thought. I thought to begin the game. Her decision making wasn't great. And I thought she really got it going as she played there in the third. Once I went back to her, because she picked up her third foul, I was trying to get her a little bit of minutes there at the end of the second quarter, and then she picked up her third. I want Dre to think rim first. Like, I think Dre can score at the rim and get herself a 2 and then get a 3. And I think I think she can really shoot the 3, but I don't want her to fall in love with it and want to pick and pop all the time. I want her to be able to mix up, what's there and what she can get, and making good decisions, and then being engaged defensively from the first possession. Like, once again, I thought we didn't have good enough defensive pressure to start the game, and then it got better. And then everybody kind of picked it up, and we did a better job taking away the high post catches or making them tougher or making them further away from the basket or having them have to cross to get a catch, where we started the game where they could just rise up off the blocks and get a catch and then run their backdoor action. So we did a better job as the game went along at making them work for those catches, which created some of the turnovers, at least from a timing perspective. All right, thanks.